Tummy Rumble by Joy Cowley, art by Pete Whitehead. Squirrel's tummy rumbled.
"Pardon me,"
he mumbled.
"I must be sitting in a rumbly tummy tree."
So down the tree he tumbled, but still his tummy rumbled.
"Oh, Jumble,"
grumbled Squirrel.
"there's something wrong with me."
He went to Dr. Dumble and said,
"My tummy grumbles. It rattles and it rumbles. It sounds very rude."
"You're fine," said Dr. Dumble. "Your tummy's little rumble means that it is hungry. All it needs is food." The Poster Contest by Eileen Spinelli, art by Rose Mary Berlin. Little Bunny and his friend Squirrel entered a poster contest. Squirrel's poster won. When he got home, Little Bunny told Papa, "I worked hard on my poster. I made it the best I could. I wanted to win." "You did work hard," said Papa. "Yours was a fine poster. I'll hang it in my office." Mama gave Little Bunny a hug and said, "I hope you congratulated Squirrel." Little Bunny sniffed. Squirrel was too busy getting his picture taken. Then Little Bunny went to his room. He sulked and sulked and sulked some more, and he got very bored. He wondered what Squirrel was doing. He remembered the fun they had painting their posters together. So Little Bunny took out some paper. He reached for his paint set, and he painted another poster, one with a sailboat. He knew Squirrel loved sailboats. Under the sailboat, with Grandpa's help, he printed in big red letters the biggest word he knew. Congratulations! Little Bunny walked to Squirrel's house. He gave Squirrel the poster. "Thanks," said Squirrel. "I love sailboats." "What's the big word?"
"Congratulations,"
said Little Bunny. "Wow! Thanks again," said Squirrel. "This is way better than getting my picture taken." "Want to ride bikes?" said Little Bunny. "Sure," said Squirrel. And off they went together. Surprise on the Path by Beverly J. Letchworth, art by Mike Dammer. Squirrel watched a little boy and his mom stroll along the path. The boy was carrying a paper bag. Squirrel said, "I think it would be good to follow those two." Soon, Rabbit hopped onto the path. "Squirrel," he said, "why are you following that boy and his mom?" "You'll see," answered Squirrel. They walked a little farther. Chipmunk ran along beside them and said, "Why are you following that boy and his mom?" "You'll see," said Squirrel. When they reached the lake, Duck marched up and asked,
"Why are you following that boy and his mom?"
"You'll see," said Squirrel. "It won't be long now." Finally, the boy opened the bag. He pulled out a muffin for his mom and one for himself. They started eating the muffins and walked on. Soon, crumbs littered the path.
"See?"
exclaimed Squirrel. "Bags always have crumbs. Now we can all share." And everyone snacked on the crumbs all along the path. Enjoy the Show by Eileen Spinelli, art by Rose Mary Berlin. Little Bunny and his friends decided to put on a talent show. "I'll play my harmonica," he said. Mouse piped up,
I can sing a song.
"I can dance," said Raccoon.
And I can tell jokes,
said Mole. Squirrel sighed. "I can't sing or dance or tell jokes very well, and I can't play an instrument. I guess you don't want me in the show." "Of course we want you," said Little Bunny. "You are going to be the most important part of the show." Everybody helped build a stage for the show. Little Bunny was the first to perform. He played his favorite song on his harmonica. Squirrel clapped and clapped. When Mouse finished singing "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star," Squirrel shouted, "Bravo!" Raccoon did her dance, and Squirrel cheered. Mole told a joke, and Squirrel laughed so hard he got the hiccups. When the show was over, Little Bunny said, "Thanks for being part of the show, Squirrel." "Me?" said Squirrel. "I didn't do anything." "You sure did," said Little Bunny. "You were the best audience ever." Little Bunny Has a Sleepover by Eileen Spinelli, art by Rose Mary Berlin. Little Bunny asked Mama, "May Squirrel and I have a sleepover tonight?" "Yes," said Mama. "Just be sure your room is neat." So Little Bunny tidied up his room. Then he helped Mama bake brownies for a sleepover treat. "Papa, may I borrow these flashlights?" asked Little Bunny. "Squirrel and I are having a sleepover. It's always more fun with flashlights." "Okay," said Papa. "Just be sure to put them back tomorrow." Everything was ready. Little Bunny waited, and waited, and waited. But Squirrel did not come. Then Little Bunny remembered something. He had been so busy getting ready that he forgot to invite Squirrel. So he ran to the phone to call Mrs. Squirrel. "Hello, Little Bunny," said Mrs. Squirrel. "May Squirrel come over to my house?" he asked. Mrs. Squirrel replied, "I'm afraid Squirrel is already in his pajamas." Little Bunny laughed. "But that's perfect. I'm inviting him for a sleepover." "Okay," said Mrs. Squirrel. "He'll be right over." "Have fun," said Mrs. Squirrel. "We will," said Little Bunny. Little Bunny's Mistake by Eileen Spinelli, art by Rose Mary Berlin. Little Bunny could not find his dump truck. Yesterday, he and Squirrel had been playing with it in the leaves. Now it was gone. So Little Bunny went to Squirrel's house. "Did you take my dump truck?" asked Little Bunny. "No," said Squirrel. Little Bunny ran home and cried, "Mama, Squirrel says he didn't take my dump truck, but I think he did." "Let's check again," said Mama. Mama and Little Bunny went outside. They saw Little Bunny's blue ball and Mama's basket of apples and a big pile of leaves that Papa had raked. but no dump truck. "Maybe it's under the leaves," said Mama. "Let's scoop these leaves into a bag." Little Bunny and Mama worked together. Soon, they got to the bottom of the pile, and there was the dump truck.
I feel sad about blaming Squirrel,
said Little Bunny. "Maybe you have something to say to Squirrel?" said Mama. Little Bunny went next door to Squirrel's house.
I have something to say, said Little Bunny. I thought you took my dump truck, but I was wrong.
"Yes, you were," said Squirrel.
I'm sorry,
said Little Bunny. Then the two friends smiled and shook hands and ran off to play in Little Bunny's backyard.